What better place to find a hobo than a college, right? Are they not all sleeping on somebody's couch and eating up somebody else's food and using someone else's Foreman grill to get through their 20s? Yeah, I think so. Hobo City, guys. College. Hey, it's Lady E, and this is People Familiar with the Situation. We're here at ARC talking about hobos, homeless outsiders being obnoxious. I'm here with Mario today.
Hey.
Okay, so do you know any hobos?
I used to know some hobos. They used to sleep on my couch all the time.
Terry, tell me your feelings on these hobos.
Some of them are okay with me, but most of them, they are really crazy.
Tell me, have you dealt with any of those?
Yes.
Okay, what's your story?
We had somebody stay at our house and they didn't want to do anything. They would eat everything, and then finally we had to kick them out.
Had a few come by, stay at my house, friends of mine. I guess they're not really hobos. They turn out to be hobos,
okay.
But you know, you got somebody sleeping on your couch and it just gets kind of tiring after a while, you know.
Well, I had a really bad roommate once.
And how was that situation? What happened with that?
Well, it was okay at first, but then you started bringing home all kinds of, you know, scandalous girls.
Okay.
First I brought my friend in, and then he brought his brother, which he just freshly got out of jail.
Oh, so you had several hobos in your home?
Yeah, you know, I welcomed them in.
I got some couple of them living behind some dumpsters of mine in these condos that I'm staying in right around the corner.
So they eat all your food.
And they want to get your money and go out and buy alcohol, drugs, and I'm not supporting that.
And then when you know, the first would come around, whatever, he wouldn't have his rent, and then he would come up with a story, and, you know.
I'm not just going to just let you just come in my house, sleep on my couch, and be using my drawers or nothing like that.
So were they sleeping on your couch?
Yeah.
Were they at least bathing?
Once in a while.
You know, sleep on your couch and don't take showers, and feet be stinking.
They don't take showers. Wow.
You know what? His room did smell.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Was it
After
the
he left,
food or was it him?
no, I think it was him. I don't know if it was his feet or what, but no, I seriously did have to air out the room.
You know, I think it's something about a hobo thing. They're not bathing. Okay.
They stink.
Do they?
Yeah.
What's that like?
Not very good.
It's ugly for them hobos out there. I don't want them.
So were you spraying a lot of air freshener in the air? You came in all.
Candles.
Oh, we did the candle instant thing. Uh-oh. So what'd you really do? What'd you say to him?
Get the fuck out of here.
So no bag ladies, right?
No bag ladies, just backpack dudes. What you want to
I like
say?
that. Backpack dudes. Okay.
With a backpack full of clothes and a whole bunch of other stuff, items that don't make no damn sense.
So you've never had one sleeping on your couch?
No,
or bringing a cart to your door?
No.
None of that?
No.
Okay.
No.
Is that not going to happen?
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because if it do, I know how to call the police.
Oh.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, my ex knows one. He was living with her, but
You want to tell
no
her?
comment. No,
No?
it's okay. Thanks.
Everybody thinks he's a hobo, say aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it.
But do you know any homeless outsiders who have been obnoxious?
Well, yes, my brother, who I just recently cut off. I was his enabler. He's 4 years older than I am, and I was paying his rent and buying his food. So, Christmas, I gave him his last Christmas present and his boot, and he's been calling and leaving messages ever since, and I've been avoiding him.
Awesome.
So, hopefully he doesn't remember where I live.
Gotta stay away from them hobos, man, because they could really.
So there's
mess
no
up your
hobos at
life.
ARC? I'm sure we can find some, right?
You probably could.
So for
Done
all
with
you
hobos.
hobos out there, you say thank you. You get up, you cook, you clean. You do what you're supposed to do so you can sleep on that couch tomorrow night. So what if I told you that I was a hobo?
I have
A
to fill
homeless
you out first.
outsider
I have to
being
fill you out
obnoxious.
first.
Can I not be a homeless outsider being obnoxious, you think?
You could be homeless.
I'll be like, I got a $5 Subway coupon. I can go ahead and get you something to eat.
As far as you trying to get into my pockets for what I earn, no.
Okay.
No, I don't believe in that.
Are you really? I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, get a job.
Can I sleep on your couch?
No, I'm no longer an enabler.
How good do you cook? How good do you clean? You know, it's got to be a mutual thing.
What if I told you I was a hobo?
I might let you in. Shit.
Well, I'm not a bad hobo. I do clean and cook, you know.
Well, then you're welcome.
Oh, see? Yay! I got somewhere to go. Mario, let everybody know how familiar you are with this situation.
I'm very familiar with the situation. Very familiar.
I'm very familiar from it because it's rampant in Del Paso Heights and around the surrounding area where I live at.
All I can say is probably you want to background check people and maybe want to give them a good sniff first.
Okay, Tammy, tell everybody how familiar you are with this situation.
Pretty familiar.
Very familiar, too familiar, and never want to be there again. I can say no.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Lady E at ARC Hobo City saying goodbye to all the homeless outsiders being obnoxious. Hopefully they'll get off those couches, take those dents out, and bathe.